Hello dear students, welcome to science class. Today we are going to learn about the last part of the lesson soil. So today I am going to complete this lesson, and on Sunday I am going to send the notes of this chapter so that we will copy it and you have to learn for the SA1 exam. So all the best dear students. So today we will learn about the last topic, and the last topic is about the properties of soil. Okay, soil is having some properties. Today we are going to learn about the three properties of the soil. The first property of the soil is percolation rate of water in soil. Understood? And the second property is moisture in soil, and the third property is absorption of water by soil. So with the help of the video I would like to make you understand. So first is percolation rate of water in the soil. For this activity, what is percolation? Percolation means the amount of water absorbed by the soil. Okay, the amount of water that is gone inside the soil, because the soil is having so much of holes or pores. Understood? The top soil layer of the soil is having so much of pores. It will allow the water to go inside, and that allowing of water to go inside is also called as seepage. Okay, so in this lesson we use the word percolation. The water moves inside the soil because the top layer of the soil is like a sponge. Whatever you put on it, it will absorb. So that is percolation, the amount of water that is percolated inside the soil. Okay, so that is what we are seeing when it rains or or if you put water onto the garden or onto the ground for wetting, whatever water we are putting on it, it gets absorbed or percolated inside. So for this, what we have to do? We have to do an activity. So what activity we are doing? We will see. See here, percolated water. For that, what we have to do is, we have to take a PVC pipe. Okay, and the PVC pipe should have. So this all I am explaining from the page number 100. Okay, so we are taking a PVC pipe. It should have 5 centimeter diameter and it should be 20 centimeter long. Okay, it should be a pipe. It should have hollow at both the end. It's like a cylinder. Okay, what we have to do is, we have to dig the soil. Okay, at least 2 centimeter deep we have to dig the soil, and we have to put the PVC pipe inside the soil. Okay, afterwards we have to pour 200 ml of water inside the pipe slowly. Okay, we will see. See, can you see? He is putting the cylinder, that is PVC cylinder, inside the soil. Can you see? 2 centimeter deep it is, and he is pouring 200 ml of water slowly. So when we are pouring the water, what should happen? The water should not get spilled here and there. The water should go straight inside the soil only. Okay, and you have to wait for the water to go deep, or the water to empty from the cylinder. Okay, and as you all know that the amount of water, the amount of water percolated inside the soil vary from soil to soil, na? Okay, so clay soil will take too much of time. Okay, and sandy soil will take very less time, because whatever water you pour, it gets absorbed, it just goes inside. So different, the timing will change, isn't it? So that is what we are going to calculate now. See, he is pouring the water, and he has to take time for the water to go inside. See here, can you see the time? Yes, we have to measure the time. And what we have to do next? We will see. We have one formula here to calculate. Okay, what is the formula used to calculate? See here, percolation rate is equal to ml by minute. How much of water you see? Amount of water used, that is 200 ml, and the time. What is the time? It may be 20 minutes. See there, you can see 20 minutes now. So we have to calculate, divide both. Okay, we will get 10 ml per minute. So, the answer will be 10 ml per minute. Understood? So that is given in your textbook, that is in the page number 101. Again I will be explaining that, don't worry. So the next is about the next property, that is the to finding out the moisture in soil. We are going to find out whether there is moisture in the soil or not. Okay, because soil is having the capacity to retain water in it. Soil is having moisture in it. That is why plants can grow, roots can absorb the water. For this, what we have to do? We have to take the boiling tube. Can you see the boiling tube? Afterwards, we have to put the soil inside it, some sample of the soil inside it, and we have to heat it. Okay, when we heat it, what will happen? Whatever moisture that is there in the soil, it will get evaporated. And what happens? It will gets evaporated and gets condensed near the ends of the tube, boiling tube. That is how we'll come to know that. We'll come to know by seeing the water vapor coming outside from the boiling tube, and also we can see the drop of water near the ends of the tube. Then we can confirm that yes, there is moisture in the soil. See here, can you see the stand? Okay, so boiling tube is there. Okay, we are putting the soil, and with the help of a burner we are heating the soil. Afterwards we'll come to know that the soil gets heated and the water vapor, can you see how the soil is rising upside and the water vapor is moved outside, and water condenses on the inner walls of the test tube. So this is how we can find out that if there is any moisture in the soil. Okay. The next is about the absorption of water by the soil. So, what is the absorption of water by the soil? How much of water is absorbed by the soil? So, absorption of the water, it also varies from soil to soil. How we learned about percolation? In the same way, absorption also varies from soil to soil. Okay, sandy soil will absorb only little amount of water. Okay, absorption capacity means the amount of water that can be hold. Okay, that can be what we can say that is holded by the soil or absorbed or sustained by the soil. Okay, so we will see what we are doing here is, see here. Okay, this is the arrangement. See, can you see the funnel? Okay, that is called the funnel. Can you see the stand? On the stand is attached to a funnel, you can say that the funnel is attached to a stand, and below we have kept a beaker. Okay, next what we are doing, see, we are taking a filter paper. This is the filter paper. The filter paper, we are folding it in the shape of a cone, and we are inserting it inside the funnel. Okay, next what we are doing, see, we are taking the soil. How much amount of soil we are taking? Okay, we are taking, see, according to the activity given here, we are taking 50 gram of soil. Okay, we should weigh. That is why weighing machine is there. We have to weigh 50 gram of the soil, and we have to put inside the funnel. Next, we have to take the water. See here, water, how much? Can you see the measuring cylinder? Okay, it is having measurement. How much amount of water we are taking? That we have to calculate. Understood? Okay. For example, if we are taking about 20 ml of water, okay, what is the initial volume? 20, we are taking 20. So for that the formula is there, that is the initial volume is called U, okay, U, okay, U, alphabet U. And what we are doing, you see, we have taken a dropper and we have taken the water from the beaker and putting it inside the funnel. See here, drop by drop we are putting. So how many drops we have to put? Until you see the water coming outside from the funnel. We have to take the, see, can you see, we are continuously putting the water into the funnel. Keep on putting the water into the funnel until you see the drop of water coming from the funnel to the beaker. When you see the water coming out from the funnel to the beaker, we have to stop putting. Okay, and it depends upon the soil. Clay soil require more amount of water, sandy soil require less amount of water. Okay, so like that you can see the level of the beaker is also decreasing. Okay, for this we have the formula. Can you see the weight of the soil used is 50. Initial volume of the water in the measuring cylinder is 10 ml. See here they have taken 10 ml. I have told 20 ml. It as your wish. You can take okay, 10 ml if you want, or 20 ml. Okay, so this is the initial volume of the water. Next is final volume of the water. Means what? Final volume means what? You have taken the water from the beaker with the help of a dropper, no? And after taking the water from the beaker, from the measuring cylinder, we have to measure again. First it was 10 ml. After taking the water, it is 5 ml now. So for this we have a formula. What is the formula? We will see. So see here, the percentage of water absorbed is equal to 10 minus 5 divided by 50. That is 50 is the amount of soil taken into 100. So when we calculate this, it will become 10%. So we are taking it in the form of percent. That's why we are multiplying into 100. Understood? So if you take 20 ml, okay, so that is, you can see 10 minus 5 na. For that thing we have taken 20 ml of water, and after putting it, okay, it has become 10. Okay, so 20 minus 10, okay, divided by 50 into 100. Okay, so it depends on us. When we do the practical, we will come to know how much of water is taken by the soil sample that we have taken. Okay, so this is also one type of activity to see the microorganism or the organism that is present in the soil, and also to know the size of the soil. So sand is having larger size particles, clay will be having a smaller size particle, and the loamy soil will be having. Now if you want, you can see now. See, this was the first property, that is the property of percolation, finding out percolation rate of water. How fast water passes through the soil. That is also called percolation rate. Water percolates faster through sandy soil and slower through clay soil. Okay. For this, see, this is the PVC pipe. Okay, 20 centimeter long and 5 centimeter in diameter. And we have to put inside the ground, that is, which is having 2 centimeter inside. We have to put it. Okay, and we have to put the water. Later we have to calculate with this formula. The rate of percolation is equal to the amount of water used by percolation time. This is the formula. The next is to find out the moisture of the soil. Okay, see, this is the boiling tube, stand, Bunsen burner. After heating, you can see the moisture that is inside the ends of the boiling tube. That shows that there is water contained in the soil, or the moisture in the soil. So this is how to find out the moisture in the soil. Okay. The next is absorption of water by the soil. That is, soil absorbs water. Clay soil absorbs most water and sandy soil absorbs least water. For that, this is the arrangement. Funnel we have taken, filter paper is there, we have put the soil. How much amount of soil we have to put? 50 gram of soil we have to put. And also we should have a measuring cylinder. From that, see, this is the formula. Initial volume of water in the cylinder. How much water you have taken in the cylinder. Okay, that is UML. U. After putting the water inside the beaker, how much ml is there in the measuring cylinder? That is given as V. The next, afterwards, we have to calculate the formula. Okay, so volume of water in the volume of water absorbed by the soil is U minus V. If you want the percentage, you have to do like this: U by V divided by 50 into 100. So you can take your own measurement and you can apply, substitute the number in this formula, and you can find the percentage of the water absorbed. Okay, so I hope you have understood this lesson. Okay, so I will be sending the notes. Please write the notes.